welcome in. Welcome to another stream of On the Spot, the show where you guys put me on the spot to create something cool within 50 minutes or so. I'm so happy to see you guys here. What's up, Ted? Good to see you, man, on the chat. Arif, what's up, man? Good to see you. Nick, Ani, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Hopefully everything's sounding and looking good on your side. On my side, everything's looking good. I am so excited to be here because today we're going to be spinning the wheel again. I'm not excited for that, I tell you that much. You guys know what happened last time we spun the wheel. I got the worst thing that I could have gotten, and it was a little bit of fun, but also it was a little bit terrifying. So I'm not looking forward to that today, but we'll see what we get, okay? Cole, what's up, bro? It's good to see you here. Cole is a great friend of mine, amazing artist, and I'm so happy that you have some time to join me. Essentially, for those of you guys that don't know, this show is just for me to like open Photoshop and make something cool within the next hour. And today we have something that we've done in the past, which is like we spin a wheel and whatever it lands on is what we essentially have to make. It's a wheel of styles. So I'll show it to you guys. Let me show you what styles we have on Q right here. So we have neoclassical, baroque, ethereal, pixel art, Japandi, Art Deco, Art Noir. No, I don't know how to say that. Mythical Western, Y2K, brutalism, synthwave. So we have a few things here that we can land on, and I mean, we'll see what we get, and whatever style we get, we have to make like a representation of that style, right? It doesn't have to be exactly like it, but it's something like it. Victor Suarez, coach, what's up, man? Good to see you on the chat. Frank, good to see you. I saw your submission. We're about to go over that right now. Man, I'm so happy you guys are here today. You're joining me. And we're going to start by going to our Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'm going to ask you to do so. It's the best way to communicate. I see people posting things there. The Adobe team also posts normally like a challenge or whatever is going on. Last week, this is what we did last week. Lucas, what's up? Good to see you. We learned how to do these three different styles really quickly. We learned how to do this pixel sorting thing inside of Photoshop. We did this liquify effect that looks really cool. And we finally did where's the other one? It's not loading. This one. We did this motion effect that was really cool. We had a lot of fun last week. It was really cool because we just really took some time to like go through these effects, learn what they're about, and kind of put them into practice. And hopefully you guys have made some stuff this week that we can look at in relation to these things, right? As part of the weekly challenge. So if you want to be a part of the weekly challenge, the Discord is right there. Thank you, Jack, for posting that. Join the channel right here. Make sure you go to On the Spot, and inside of On the Spot, you'll see other people's submissions, and you'll see some interactions that we have here as a community. So go ahead and do that. Seta, what's up? It's good to see you again on the chat. Okay, we'll go through the first submission. Fluffy, as usual, dropping something really cool. He made this design, which was a merge of, I feel, of like the effect that we worked on last week with the motion blur, but then he added this kind of like crunchy style to it that feels really, really good. I can't wait to make something like this in somebody's face or something like that that's like fading away. I think I've made something kind of similar with these colors in the past, so I feel like something like that will be amazing. Not only did he post these, that is really cool, he also shared all his layers so everybody can see how that was made. That's something really cool that I love to see in the community, is people just sharing what they're doing and kind of encouraging each other to learn more and do more. So thank you everybody on the chat and on the Discord for being so like friendly and nice to each other and sharing all these experiences. We're gonna be this submission by Frank right here, using some of the pixel sorting that we looked at last time. I like, Frank, that you didn't only do it on the face and the statue, but you also went in the background and created a background sort of with the same effect. And I kind of like this also, like these strips that you're doing dropping down. Those are really cool. So great job, Frank, on that. Really cool. Arif, I saw that you posted 2 of these, and I was waiting to review them here. You also use the pixel sorting effect that we talked about, and it looks cool how you kind of like put this model inside of this flower thing. Part of why this effect can be cool is to also be able to control it, right? Because if you do a bunch of this effect, everything distorts so much. So you want to make sure that you are also deleting in parts of the effect that you don't want it, so that it doesn't look too distorted or like hard for people to identify. So I would encourage you to do a mask on the effect and kind of like delete it a little bit from parts of the face so that it feels a lot more intentional. But overall, like, great job tackling this. I know you have another submission down here. We'll look at it in a second. We have another submission here by Free Will, maybe Wheeler, and he made also using the wind effect. The wind effect is super cool. We looked at it last week, like I said, and it just it drags the pixels out. I love this composition, man. It feels very more like a poster, like more utilitarian type poster. I don't know how to describe it, but I like how the effect plays with these circles. I've never tried it on something like that. I've normally just tried it on photos, so this is a good approach to tackle that. Arif, I saw you made also a liquefied version of this one, and I would say the same thing with this one. Like, it's cool to play with the effect, and you have to understand kind of how far you can push it with the effect, or it could start looking more like like the person is distorted in a way. So if that was your intent, like always, like everybody has their own intent when they're doing art. If that was your intent, that's okay. I would encourage you to control the effect a little bit more, right? To see how much you can push it without kind of like destroying the image too much. But great job on trying those out, like usual. Arif is always active in the community. He got featured in Adobe Live Instagram, I think 2 weeks ago. So congrats on that. Marsha, good to see you again on the chat. All right, we have this submission by Sapiram, and you posted the original photo and then you posted the edited photo. I like how you did the motion effect. You did it on like a circle type thing. This is a great job on doing this. This is pretty cool work. Also, I see that you're doing a backlighting and kind of setting up the scene. The only critique that I would give you here is like to maybe center more the whole thing. So I would have centered your model like on the C, not on the actual width of the model. I know she goes all the way out here, and you're probably measuring from here to here, but I would, the main thing that's visually there is the C. So I would center the C in the frame, and sometimes there's a difference between like accurately centering something and visually centering something. And I tend to be on the side of visually centering things because it normally adds a better aesthetic to the composition. So I would center the C and maybe bring this hand even more in to like almost be touching, because it's kind of like it's bringing some tension to the photo, but it's not fully there because it's not really on it, right? I know it's also here in this image, so you try to probably incorporate it because of that. Young, I'm seeing you right here. You're not too late. I'm looking at your submission. This is cool. I made something kind of similar to this. I remember with a dove and clouds. And you know what? We have on the style wheel, we have surrealism, and this is a very famous. I did it an homage to a famous painter. I can't remember his name, and it's funny because it's one of my favorite painters. Anybody in the chat knows his name? You would make clouds instead of like doves and stuff like that. Well, we'll find the name when we're looking to surrealism today, if we do. But this is really cool. I love how you're doing the pixels on the back. That's always a great element to add a little bit of something back there. And then I see that you're repeating stuff with doves around it. Great job on this. I would say I'm trying to find a critique to give you. I always like, for those who don't know, I like giving a critique. Yeah, Magritte, exactly. Marcus in the chat saving me. Magritte is the person that I'm referring to. If you don't know who Magritte is, you should probably look him up. Amazing artist. Okay, so the one critique that I would give you here is that the dove shape, because the wing is behind the other one, it doesn't strike as an amazing shape right off the gate. So you can tell it's a dove, obviously, but if you would have found a photo of a dove that the wings were a little bit more open, then you probably would have the silhouette would have come across a little bit better. Obviously, to do that, you have to know what you're gonna do since the beginning, right? So it puts a little bit more pressure on you. But good job on these, Young. If you guys want to submit more things, do it right there on Discord, and then we'll review next week as well. But yeah, thank you for your submissions. Welcome, Bree, to the chat. I see you out there. Okay, so without further ado, let's spin the wheel and see what we get. Yeah, totally right. Rene Magritte is the person that we're talking about. Let me look him up, because if I'm sure you probably know who he is, and you probably, if you don't know who he is, you've seen, potentially this one, you've seen it of him. But he would do all these surrealistic paintings, combining sky with people, and combining things that didn't match. I have a painting of him that I really like, or this one that he does like a daytime sky but then a nighttime scene. It's pretty brilliant. So I'll encourage you guys to look into it. All right, we'll go to the wheel. We have all these different styles. I feel like I should remove Baroque, because that is so close to Tenebrism, in my opinion. And what do you guys think? Should we remove it? Should we leave it? In my opinion, I feel like I don't want to have Baroque in here and then try to do a poster and then it lands on Baroque again, because this wheel hates me, so it will happen for sure. So we'll see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Should I leave Baroque? Should I take it away? What do you guys think on the chat? I'm not sure, because Baroque is normally, let me put it up here. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's not the same as what we did with the other one. Marsha says remove it. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove it. Marsha, you're right. I think we should remove it. I'm more familiar with Baroque and not Tenebrism. I agree, but we got Tenebrism last time. Bye Baroque. Okay, bye Baroque. I agree with that. Marcus, thank you. Leave it. No. I don't want to get Baroque, guys. Tenebrism is still there. Somebody says, really? Oh, that's going. Yeah, we're not doing Tenebrism again. For those who don't know, we did Tenebrism like 3 weeks ago, and I was sweating because I normally don't do dark stuff like that. It came out good. I'll show it to you guys. It's over here on the Discord. But still, I don't want to do something boring again. I feel like we have other options. Again, all the other options that we have, this is the Tenebrism one that we did. The one on the left here. So it came out pretty good, but I want to make sure that, we can do some other more bright things. I don't know. Okay, well, let's spin it. Let's see what we get. Thank you for letting me know the Tenebrism was still there. Synth Wave. We got Synth Wave, everybody. How do we feel about this? Synth Wave. I don't know exactly how to feel about this, because although it's something closer to things that I've done in the past, it's something that's overly played out. and I did so much of this in 2016, 2017 that that I don't know if I want to do this. I mean, it landed on it, so we have to do it. But you know, you're happy, Cole says. I'm happy because it's a familiar territory, but at the same time, it's kind of boring to me. I do like it. Easy one for you, says Frank. Should I spin again, guys? Some of you guys are saying too easy. Some of you guys are saying oh, this is gonna be amazing for you, blah blah. So should I spin again? I'm gonna ask one time. You know what? Can we do a poll? Jack, spin again or leave it, and I'll see. Push it further, but okay. Yeah, if I leave this one, I will try to push it further. If we can do a spin. Marsha asked what the mythical Western is. So essentially, it's like a trendy thing with. So what I did is that I looked up a bunch of like trendy styles and stuff, and spin again. It's your channel. You spin as many times as you want. I know, but I mean, I want to make it fair because if I spin again, it means that I'm breaking the rules. Future Neo Synthwave. I don't know that one. Let me see. Neo Synthwave. Man, we're gonna run out of time, and I'm not gonna have time to make this poster, but we'll make it happen. Poll is up. Yes, 100% yes. Are you guys voting on the spin again or not? I'm gonna put YouTube on my phone and vote myself. I'm just kidding. I can't do that. Spin again. 100% spin again. Okay, let's spin again. I feel bad doing this. It's kind of breaking the rules. Let's remove this and take another spin. Whatever it lands on right now, when I leave it, we're not gonna even like. This is gonna be bad. You'll see. Art Deco. This is so bad. Okay, it's fine. We'll tackle Art Deco. I feel like it's a little bit more of a challenge because it's obviously very different than what I've done in the past. Okay, Art Deco. Does everybody knows? Everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows what it looks like. If you don't, look at the screen. Is Great Gatsby vibes, early 1900s, very kind of New York building stuff like that. Cole says you're a rebel, rule breaker. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but I really did not want to like break the rules of spinning the wheel again because I might do another wheel spinning thing. For those of you guys that don't know, my show is over in like 3 weeks, so I'll be doing this show 3 more times, and then the show is over. So I'm thinking that I'll do it. I'll spin it again, but who knows? You gotta revise your options. Seems like you don't like any of these. I do not like any of these. That's the thing. Like Nick, I want it to be a challenge, so I'm doing. I mean, it's not that I don't like him. It's just that it's not what I normally would do, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole purpose of it. But we'll go with this one. Obviously, I'm gonna make it my own. Like I'm not gonna, the final result's not gonna look like this. So let's get into it. Let's go to Photoshop. Normally, I would do 4800 by 6000, 300 DPI, RGB, all that is fine. And normally, for all of you guys, I start with a photo. I am not ready for these at all. I'm opening the photos, images. Here they are, and we normally select a photo to start with. Since we're doing this Art Deco style, I probably want to go with something like this girl would be good, probably. Let me see. Oh, this guy would be amazing too. This kind of would be cool to do. You're coloring outside the box. Yes, I am going to be coloring up outside the box for sure. Soshat, what's strong? I can read your last name and not your first name. Welcome to the chat. Everybody made fun of me last week because I couldn't say people's names. I haven't changed in 1 week, so I can still, like, I'm the same. So I'm still struggling to say people's names. Okay, how about, so for you guys that don't know, I have a bunch of images here I've generated in the past, and I have them here ready to be used for things. And I feel like I want to start with either like a frontal facing image like this one, something that is easy to kind of like layer to, or like even something like this. I know this doesn't look Art Deco at all, and I kind of like it because of that. This one flows a little bit. We're gonna have to look into Art Deco a little bit more right now, because I'm also confusing Art Deco with. Okay, let me drop this one in, and I'm going to be dropping, which other one? Maybe this one. I mean, they have a lot of like this kind of like 1920s kind of vibe. Yeah, most of the images that I have here that I showed are AI. And in one of the episodes, I worked through how I create my images on AI. So if you haven't seen that, you can go back and take a look at it. I want to obviously implement some of these. Trying to create these patterns right now in the time that we have will be insane. So maybe what we do is that we can go to Adobe Stock and find some Art Deco. It's Art Deco, right? Yeah, Art Deco stuff. Do you guys want to read about Art Deco? Like more interesting facts and whatever? It's normally what I like to do, is like to learn as much as possible from like what I'm doing. Art Deco is a style of visual arts, architecture, and design. Originated in France before World War I. It became popular in the 1920s, 1930s. Yeah, the Great Gatsby vibes. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, we know what it is. Luxury, all that vibe. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's outside the box a little bit for me. But at the same time, I feel like we can do something interesting. And I also don't want to just slap an Art Deco background on a photo and call it a day. So I'm going to do more than that, okay? Don't judge me. I feel like the judgment coming from the chat. A little bit, not really. Barbara, what's up? Good to have you here. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. I mean, we're currently looking at Art Deco stuff because our challenge is to create an Art Deco poster. I feel like I'm too comfortable right now. I have to lock in. I have to start doing something important here. I mean, I like all of these. These are great. Any of these would work probably for what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking. I'll walk you through my mental process too. Oh, these are really good. This is kind of what I was hoping for. These are these Illustrator template. Okay, so all we need. I'm downloading this, and I'm going to go ahead and open it in Illustrator. Perfect. We're good. Let's go back to Photoshop. Okay, and something's happening here. My Photoshop froze, guys. Something happened. I can click out of this box. Can I keep working with this box in the middle all the way? I'm saying okay. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm sorry for the technical difficulties here. I'm going to be dropping this image here. I always like a face. I always like a face in my designs. I don't know. I like the guy sitting down, and I like a face in my designs. A lot of thinking going on. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Jeez, I want straight face. Even this girl is not looking straight on the camera, so it's like throwing me off. I need like a straight face, like somebody looking straight at the camera. And I'll walk you through my idea. Once I find that, put it in there. I'll walk you through what I'm thinking, okay? Don't have anything here. And I don't want to go try to find a photo right now because that would be crazy. All right, let's leave both of these photos here and see. I'll decide what I want to do in a second. So this is what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is like, what if we grab some of the textures of like this Art Deco movement. So some of these textures right here. And what if we, oh, this is a pattern, no. Are these patterns? Oh no. Yeah, these are patterns. I don't even know, you know, something I've never done in Illustrator is to like try to break down a pattern from these things. So it's showing right here that I don't even know how to do this. I'm gonna go find another texture. It's going to go fast after we land on this. Because what I'm thinking is, what if we grab this face? Talk about putting me on the spot, guys. This is exactly what's happening. We are going to be using this face or the other face with the Art Deco patterns. And then I want to like kind of like have them in the background, but then also on top of the model face. And then I want to separate it by layers where the face is getting cut out by some of the patterns and being in separate layers in front of each other. So easier said than done, but we're gonna take a go at it and see if we can do that. Man, I'm still not happy with the photo. Let me go into my posters file here to see if I have another photo that I could use with somebody, you know, looking straight on camera without having to just go in and try to generate it right now. Let me see, looking through my folders here. Great stream, guys. It's you guys looking at me, going through my folders, wasting time. By the way, these are all my posters. I have 844 made, and I guess it's going to be this photo, guys. That's it. We're gonna commit to it. 844 posters, and they're all on my Instagram. So if you guys ever want to see all the work that I've done before, you can go ahead and do that. Let's go find another sort of like Art Deco pattern thing here that we could use. I don't even know how to break that. I don't even know how to break that that other thing that we just looked at. I don't know how to break it, to be honest with y'all. I know how to make a pattern. I just never know how to like break it apart. If anybody knows in the chat, drop a video on Discord. Drop a video on Discord. What's up, V? Good to see you, man. We missed you last week. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How's life? Let me see. Art Deco building. I'm still not finding what I'm seeing in my brain. Does that happen to you guys? Like I have something in my brain and I know I have essentially 25 minutes to finish this. So I'm, you know, kind of like trying to get it done. But at the same time, I want what was in my brain to be out there, you know? We'll make it happen. What I'm looking for is like a more straight on, like layered, maybe something like this would work. I'm gonna download this. Yes, I want it as vector. Boom, boom. We have it. We're good. Good to go. And let me go to Google and see. Like something like this would be sweet. Like this is like, you know, you see how it like goes, one goes into the other one. a little bit. Maybe I was gonna show you guys this website. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Public.work. On here, any image that you want to use here is royalty free, so you can use it without guilt or any legal repercussion, and you can make whatever you want with them. Also, this other website right here, public domain, is the same thing. So, so if we look for Art Deco, let's see what we get here. See if we get anything interesting. I mean, we are getting very interesting stuff, like this, for example. So maybe this we can use for like some of the patterns or something on the clothes. Walking you guys through the whole process of what I'm doing here, so that we're on the same page. I would say that this page is really good, but it's also a little bit laggy sometimes. Not laggy, but it's like you have to, there's no way to like just scroll on a list of things, right? Oh, look how beautiful this is. Kind of like the circles are so cool. Yeah, public work is one of the pages. And the other one is public, let me see. Public domain, image archive. This one has a lot more things. And yeah, they're really, really cool. They have articles, books, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, I feel like we're gonna have to start landing on something pretty soon, huh? Okay, we're burning a lot of time. So let's go ahead and get started with something here. I love this. Let's grab this. We definitely do need a central, like a central image with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and use another model. I'm sorry that I keep going back and forth on that, but man, one of the biggest things that I've learned with all the time that I've been like doing design is that if you rush the beginning, like thinking through ideas, if you rush that part of the process, things can get really, really hard. Like pulling them off. Like you need to have the right things, the right images, and kind of through that you're able to like get what you need done a little bit faster or better. Yeah, I guess the only person that's facing the camera is this guy and this girl over here, but her photo does not give me Art Deco vibes. His is. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. Let's use this guy. This is gonna be great. Okay, let's put him in here. You know what? Let's make the image size a little bit smaller. We don't need it to be this big because the photo is not big at all. So this works. Perfect. And then we're going to be layering, just so you guys can see what I was talking about. We're going to be layering some of these on top of him, but also like layering him in it. Let's go ahead and remove background. I'm gonna make him a little bit smaller. And I'm not reading the chat a lot. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys are, throwing stuff out there, ideas and stuff. And V, I see that you're answering my question that I asked you like 20 minutes ago. But I'm stressed out, bro. I'm stressed out working on this, It's gonna be great. Okay, sweet. So we have this box and this Art Deco looking guy sitting on it. My thought is that we can probably layer these, like a few like this. And what I'm doing now is that I'm trying to do something really quickly where I see, okay, is my idea gonna work out or not? Before I spend a ton of time spiraling out of control, trying to get it to work. Let me see how I have to make this happen. If I go fill 0 here, it'll mess it up. It will. I guess I have to do a destructive right now. So, okay, I am doing this, putting this in here. I'm making this as a mask now. There you go, okay. And then we're going to keep doing the same thing but I want the model to be bigger in that. I like this. And I'm gonna invert. Okay, perfect. So that, yeah, this is kind of my idea. I don't know if it's making sense for you guys, but my idea was to, okay, do the Art Deco vibe, but do in the photo where we're able to multiply sort of like the model, and the model itself is the Art Deco, oh, not you. Kind of like he's the texture, right? Oops, now I need to link them again. I unlinked them to do this. I need to link them again. And this part's not looking great because this texture doesn't go all the way up. And this one doesn't either. Now I have a problem in my hands here, guys. Okay, let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna unlink it again, and I'm going to be maybe moving up all the whole thing. Somebody said cool is giving, what is it giving? Like an infinity funhouse mirror. Yeah, it does. Somebody said stress, you're an expert. Bro, I'm stressed. I'm making this up as I go with no preparation, not knowing if it's going to look good or not, hoping for the best and trusting that you guys are gonna be nice to me, which, you know, I trust that you are. But at the same time, you know, it's embarrassing to like make something on the spot and for it to not be a great idea. And that is what, you know, all creatives are like scared of most times. Oh, I love how these eyes are poking here, but they're like so pixelated, it's like not even funny. But I love how that is coming through right there. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go to, you guys know Magnific AI? The tool that I think I've told you guys about it, that I use to resize images. And what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna drop this image in here and I'm gonna magnify it to be really big. So let me just drop it in and I'm gonna say, make it 4 times bigger. And we'll keep working here in Photoshop as we go. Somebody saying it's working, awesome. I feel the same way. Now we're gonna start adding some lights and stuff like that, and it's going to be nice. What's up, Robert? Good to see you, good to have you here. I'm liking this. I think this is a vibe. I think I'm, you know, especially the face part. This was great about human faces. When you put them somewhere on like a design or something, everybody knows what a face is supposed to be like. So you can deform, play with it, mess it up, and people are gonna be able to put it together. The problem is if you try to do the same with another object, that's when, you know, it's hard to really sell a concept that's supposed to be as crazy as this, doing that. So, you know, I would advise, if you're doing something like this, to really keep it in the face territory a little bit. Okay, this is the back one. Let's go ahead and do some Art Deco colors kind of vibe, right? This gold, these blues. These are, you know, good Art Deco colors. So we're gonna go with some blues like this and maybe some browns, stuff like that. Breaking the rules is the best thing about being an artist. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Alison. But it's also, you know, it's also scary to do it, especially live. But I agree with you. I mean, I feel like this is somewhat Art Deco, but it's not gonna be super like Art Deco. I do want to get the colors right. Look at how beautiful this is. Like I can just look at art forever. Like it's just like, it's cool, right? Okay, I like the gold. I like the blues. Let's just go. Let's be inspired by this image right here to create what we're doing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here. Let me make my canvas a little bit fuller. I love this. Look how beautiful this is. It's like awesome. Okay, this is the way we're gonna do that. Let's go do a gradient map inside of this photo. And let's go ahead and do that kind of blue in here. It's a little bit more like this, I'm guessing. And let's do something like that on that. See if that works. At the same time, I'm kind of getting the vibe that box behind them is messing it up a little bit. Or maybe not. Maybe it looks Art Deco with the box, because it has that kind of like frame looking thing. Also, we could do a, let's go in here and do a bevel and emboss. And maybe we can do that as a Art Deco-ish element. Let's see, smooth, inner bevel. Let's change some of these to be a little bit sharper. Then we have to change the colors also to be super white and super black. I don't know if this is working or not. I have a fly in this room that I can hear somewhere back here, and it's messing with my brain right now. Okay, normal. Why is this taking over the whole photo? Sometimes when you're in a hurry, things break that shouldn't break, right? The box brings balance. I agree. I'm gonna leave it for now. This last layer down here is killing me because it's not the vibe that we want. Okay, the blues are rich around here, right? They're dark and light at the same time. I'm liking how this is looking. Let me see if we add a little bit more of a like an in-between, right? In between the black, the darker and the lighter color. Maybe we do something like this. This is killing me because this photo is so pixelated that I'm like, why is this happening? Why am I doing this with this photo? But it's an idea. It's an idea, and I think it's working out. Let's see. Let's pick some of these colors back here. Is it picking? It's not picking. There you go. Second time, I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna add a color back here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's add the color back here. Let me see if the photo is done being upscaled. It's not done yet. Okay, go back to this. Okay, let me move the subjects down a little bit. I feel like this could be like a poster for a horror film or something. Starting to look like it. You see, we went back to Tenebrism without even wanting to. Ted is laughing at me. Ted, you're seeing me struggle. And you're just laughing at me. That's great. Okay. Let me see, okay. This is what we need to bring this to the back as well. And then give these a something's happening here. There it is. Okay, this is not linked up with the other one. Okay, perfect. Let me see. I'm getting confused with all these layers, I'll be honest. Got it. Bring a little bit of blue in there. Let me tell you something. When you have something that is pixelated and you don't want to see this kind of ugly pixel thingies, one of the best things that you can do is that you can just add noise to the whole thing. That fixes everything, to be honest. Just a way to hide something. Just adding noise. So we'll add it here in a second. If I had more time, I would try to create a frame for the whole image. So I would try to create you know, like a frame that feels more like a Art Deco type vibe. Starting to look like it a little bit, you know. Let me see this gold. Let me see. Maybe we need to do this in Dissolve. Dissolve adds this texture. You see it over here? Hard to see with the pixels, but he adds this kind of like texture to it. That could be good. Cool. Let me see if the photo is done. Oh no. It made it crazy. Oh, I forgot. It does on this website. You have to kind of set up what you want it to be, and the portrait soft normally makes the face a lot softer. It made it super crazy, like, well, not crazy, but very harsh. And it's not what we want for these, right? We want a more like chill vibe. Okay, maybe we can make this a little bit smaller and then do it again down here. I'm duplicating those layers over there. Who knows what's happening in here? It's so messy in there. What we could do is that we could also make it darker in there to hide all those details down there. And then on the top one, or this is the top one, right? I thought I just did that on the top one. We're going to do a little bit lighter over here. This is what I don't like doing the wheel, because I cannot do this and look at the chat at the same time, and that makes me anxious. You know? Yeah, I don't understand honestly what's happening in here. I'm like trying to delete some of the. I'm trying to delete some of the details. Okay, I know what's happening. That no matter what, it's just adapting to this, right? So, okay, I want to make it a little bit flatter back here, like behind these, because it's just too much detail going on there, right? So, I think I'm gonna have to just do a layer here where I flatten that a little bit more. But it still is the image in there, right? So I'm trying, guys. We got like 5 minutes. This is not looking great for 5 minutes. Well, if you want to struggle like me, guys, I'm gonna invite you to join the challenge for next week. I'm going to post the wheel styles on the Discord, and you know, make sure you do it before next Wednesday, and I'll be taking a look at it and I'll be laughing. I'm just kidding. I won't be laughing, but I'll be laughing as much as you guys are laughing at me right now. I feel like this is not working at all, but kind of is working, but it's going to require so much time for it to actually work. I also kind of want to crop it all the way down to like here. What do you guys think about that? That might have just saved the whole thing. That might have just saved the whole artwork. Almost. Still pixelated, but not as bad. Maybe if I add the image again, is it better looking, better quality? Maybe. It should be the same. Yeah. So if you guys want to take the challenge, Discord, and I'll be reviewing the stuff next week. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys learned everything today, but I'm sure that you probably laughed at this and had a little bit of fun with it. Also, we reviewed some of the stuff at the beginning of the show today. So if you missed that, catch the show again some other time when it's on YouTube, so you guys can kind of like look at what I said about y'all's designs, and take a look at that. So Art Deco vibes, kind of like a fail for me today. But you know, this has potential. It just takes more time than 30 minutes. It's been an hour already. Yeah, well, it's 1:51. I potentially have like another 6-7 minutes max before I get kicked out. So I'm going to just try to just color fix this, meaning like rescue it with color. So I'm gonna drop like a, you know, something like this down here. We should just have more time to do a little bit more accents in there. Or maybe something like this in here. Drop it up here. Something here is not working and I don't know what it is. I don't have time to investigate it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick like color type fix thing. Yeah, the image is not even done. It takes a while to like for it to like render these images sometimes. Also, I'm wondering if I did flatten that a little bit more. The problem is that it's always going to be like doing it inside of the model the way I have it set up right now. Okay. Let me add another darker line back here. Just trying to add that kind of like chain looking thing that Art Deco normally has. Kind of like, yeah. This has potential with a better image and a little bit more time to make it to the next level. So what I'll try to do is that I'll try to finish this and post it on my Discord, on the Discord that we have. And then we can just go from there. You guys can comment whatever you want to comment in there and, you know, bring more ideas into it. I'm going to try to get this image in a better resolution too, because it's not looking great right now. And then obviously something that we can always do is just like to make it, to bring it into camera raw filter. It's normally what I do at the end. And it looks better, the whole thing. I don't know why I cropped it. Should we go back to not cropping it? Maybe. Let me go back. Now that I saw it like that, I'm like, it looks cool. Yeah, because he has a little bit more of that variation, right? A little bit more detail. Okay. Let's go ahead and group it. I'll convert to smart object. And then let's add camera raw filter here. Oh, I forgot to do another layer, my bad. You guys are gonna have to wait for me a few other seconds. I dig the pattern. Yeah, the pattern is good. I mean, I didn't make it myself. I got it from Adobe stock. So, can take credit for that one. Let me add this to this and move it down. There you go. That starts to look good. Okay, we're running out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and make this convert to smart object, and then let's do camera raw filter. I don't like the colors on this, and since I don't have time to tweak them, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just use camera raw filter to kind of like mess with it a little bit. How much time we have left? We have like a minute left, guys. Clarity, pretty much a fail today. This grain looks great. It's fixing the photo. Remember when I told you like just add noise to it? That's it. And then color grading is always what I love to do. So you can go like in like deep, you know, and just mess with some of these. And this is making it look so much better already without me doing too much effort, honestly. I'm just messing with the colors here. Okay. I mean, not super mad at that. It's not the end of the world. So Art Deco vibes, somewhat conquered, a little bit scary to be honest with you guys. But you know, what do you guys think? Tell me in Discord if you think this is a pass or a fail. on Art Deco? Drop it in the comments right now. I want to see it before I go. I have literally 1 minute. Is it a fail or is it a pass? I need like some moral support right now, so I don't feel like I passed this one. Pass or fail on the chat. Okay, and then if you guys want to do this, I would love to see you guys on Discord. Ramiro, bro, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming, passing by. Thank you, Ted, for being here, bro. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Arfi. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, all of you guys that are always here every week. I saw Bree earlier today here, Marsha, Robert. Man, I really appreciate all of you guys showing up for this. This really motivates me. I know I'm putting myself on the spot literally to create these things, but I'm thankful for you guys, and I'm thankful for you guys hanging out with me. I'll see you guys pretty soon, next week, next Wednesday. Thank you for the past. Thank you for the approvals. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I'll be saving these, and we'll talk soon. Love you all. Thanks.